Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Zero. We are nearly at the halfway point of the season. This will be game 40 coming up against the Edmonton Oilers. We sit just 2 points outside of a playoff spot. Have lost our third place positioning. We are now down in 5th, but we're hoping to get into a wild card spot at the moment. The Predators currently hold the 2nd spot. We're looking to overtake them for that. Let's just get into it against Edmonton here, going to Rogers Place. Do gotta say, if we want to have any chance of winning this game, we will have to be on top of ours because we are playing the Edmonton Oilers. And if there's one thing about the Edmonton Oilers that most people know, it's they got offense. They have a ridiculous amount of offense. First line center, Connor McDavid. Could be second line center if they really wanted to, Leon Draisaitl, but actually, I freaking messed that one up. Actual second line center is Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. They got Zach Hyman on there, and they got Evan Bouchard. They have basically every single player under the sun that can beat you in every single way possible, and we are looking to not let them do that right now. No, thank you. Okay, I tried to put that one away. That didn't work. Oh, no, Hyman, no, thank you. She went, yeah, great hands. Okay, take that. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? That certainly is a thing that I need to figure out right about now. Good news, I'm feeling a lot better. I want to say 95% recovered from my sickness. Still, showing that's where, puck, where. I don't entirely know if I did in fact have bronchitis, like I mentioned in the last episode, be self-diagnosing for the Win Boys, but it certainly was a thing of like it fit the bill, just like how Ryan Nugent-Hopkins fits the bill of a fantastic NHL player. Oh no. That's not what you want. We're not even 5 minutes in, and we are already getting scored on. Beautiful, love it, everything about it. Yeah, I say 95% because it is in fact a thing, like, I still at times feel like I just have to cough, which, like, it's fine, you know, how you, like, occasionally get, like, a scratching in your throat or something. That's just kind of what I feel, decently often. And talking right now, especially, is not really helping, too much, but it'll hopefully not be that bad. That's a great save, so good. I'm appreciative of you. We're gonna take a face-off and hope that everything's going to be okay. What is going on with that, man? That was fun. That was fun. Oh boy. Okay. Yep, certainly fun. I'm not sure if I did in fact mention it last episode or not, but there was a time during the whole entire ordeal with said potential bronchitis where I suppose I can't necessarily say I woke up in the middle of the night just to be pedantic about it, but it was a thing of I woke up at like 3 or 4 a.m. because that's like I suppose I gotta say second thing I did after I just coughed. I coughed for like a solid 30 seconds straight. Could not stop coughing, don't know what it was about, but thankfully those days are in fact over. I really freaking hope. I don't want to experience that again, and I feel that is a very obvious thing, you know. Don't recommend coughing in the middle of the night or in the very early morning, I suppose. But either way, yeah, it sucks. Don't like it. You know, it wasn't fun. But that's something you kind of gotta deal with, I suppose. Another thing I gotta deal with is a current thought I'm having, because the new MLB The Show game, MLB The Show 25, I know I'm 100% gonna buy it, but it's a question in my mind of whether I... No, thank you. How did he not score? Because he wasn't one of, like, the big guys on the team, but still, that is... Certainly go to the puck, Ragnarsson. I know you're young, dude, but you still gotta, like, have some sort of hockey IQ, bud. It's just a thing in my mind of, because it releases on the 18th, officially releases. If you didn't pre-order the game, it officially releases on the 18th. But that's the quote-unquote mini conundrum I'm having of it'll be released 4 days earlier if you do in fact now I'm thinking about getting into a fight. I'm not gonna do that. Not gonna do that. If you pre-order it, you do in fact get it earlier on the 14th. But here's the thing: I'm not sure if I do in fact want to fork over another like $30 or $40-ish. I'm not entirely sure how much more expensive it is. I'm gonna just say 30, I think. But it is a thing in my mind of I don't know if I want to just give like another $30 just to like play a game 4 days earlier, you know. But I mean, it could potentially be a thing, you know, of like could have fun with it, and especially it's a thing of I could record like the videos earlier for you guys, but not entirely too sold on the idea, you know. But it's something I'm gonna have to chew on for a bit, I suppose. It's probably just gonna be Road to the Show that I'm playing, which I think Road to the Show is going to be, I don't want to say more interesting this year, because it's the same basic concept, you know, of you like go through the minor league system and you immediately hit the show and you're like the next big prospect because you're hitting like 350 all of a sudden, right? But it's the thing of like this year everything's different, you know, with it's starting in your last high school games, potentially going off to college, I believe, and then yeah, I'm breaking up that breakaway just to fight a guy. I'm gonna give me a sec. I'm gonna explain in a little bit, I suppose. But it'll be a thing of you. I'm fighting Garnet Hathaway. I just realized this now. Not a good idea. I'm kind of winning. I won. Okay, that's good. But oh, never thought I'd see that day where I want to fight, or even gotten into a fight with anyone here. Good for Grants for stepping up. Also, good for Grants for negating a freaking 2-0, because that's exactly what that would have been. Want to negate a 2-0, folks? You could potentially just do a David Leggio situation where you legitimately just push the net over by yourself, or you could just fight a guy. That works. But it's the thing of you start out in like your latest stages of high school, you know, I would assume you're going to assume senior year of high school, and then it's a thing of you potentially go on to college or just go straight to the MLB, depending on like how good you are coming out of high school, I suppose. I don't exactly know how all this is going to work for obvious reasons, you know, but it'll be a fun thing. I feel Vesalainen. That one. Okay, I'll explain more in the second period. But for right now, we are down by 1. So I do feel that it'll be a cool experience, you know, because last year it was. Oh no! Please God, no! Someone puck, thank you. Or maybe not. I thought we had it. I thought we really had the puck. I'm now kind of focusing up right now. Dreisaitl, no, thank you, Boucher. That shot was well wide, but they were going for a tip anyway. Yeah, I'm assuming that it'll be like more nuanced and stuff, because you did in fact get the like little scouting combine thing. I don't necessarily know if it is a thing if you can go. You could have gone #1 overall in last year's scouting combine, but I do feel that like it should have been like an option that's always coded into the game's hardware there. Because I think the highest I ever went was I was decently close, was like in the 3rd round. But still, get me wrong, those guys like oftentimes do still pan out and such. But it's still just a thing of like, well, come on, like you want to go #1, I think. But I think it'll be fun, right? Even if it's a thing of like you get to like not really play like a full college season and whatnot, but it's still just a thing of like, oh, I went to, say, Tennessee or Oregon State or wherever the hell, right? Vanderbilt, right? And even if you do play there for maybe, I want to say, not that long, like, give me 15 games there. Give me 15 games. Usually it's like 60 games, I want to say, in college. In actual college, I'm like around that number. I could be sorely mistaken, but I think it's around that number. We have a breakaway here. I tried to flip it back and I just couldn't. I don't know why. Oh, okay. Yeah, give me 15 or 20 games in college. That's all I'm really asking for here, and just let me do that, right? Give me give me like 2 or 3 high school games because I'd rather have it be like that thing, and then because it at least gives it like some more nuance to it rather than just, oh yeah, you're a kid coming out of college or whatever, and now it's just this thing of, oh cool, you're a top baseball prospect, right, and you're like immediately invited to the scouting combine, but that doesn't really give you too much of anything. I don't feel. I also think it should be a thing of you 100% in college, just in college. In high school, if you make me like a 40 overall and everyone else is a 40 overall, not a 40, a 60, whatever you start at, whatever the starting overall is, for the MLB, for regular show, if you just do that, right, would make everyone else like that exact overall, or even make me just like make you like slightly better than your compatriots, right? Because you're supposed to be like this next big top prospect guy, I think. I don't have to be like overpowered or nothing. I suppose I'm not just listing off my expectations for said game, but this is what I think I would like, you know? I think it would be cool if like these things happen, you know? But I don't think I'm expecting way too much from it. Maybe I am. Who knows? But it's something that I would like. I think that you should like earn attribute upgrades and stuff only in college, because if it's going to be like maybe 1 or 2 games in high school, then that's fine, you know? Depending on your performance, you should earn attribute upgrades in college. They don't have to be huge, but it should still be a thing of like, oh, I'm like still one of the better players in the nation, right? And this kind of shows it, you know, with how things go. Why can we not beat Jack Campbell right now, dude? But I suppose now, like, because of how I'm talking, just about this game and like what it could be, I'm now just thinking like more and more like, oh yeah, I'm probably gonna pre-order this now, because I'm hyping myself up for what could be. I'm not seeing what actually is at the moment. Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do. Actually, I'll pre-order the game. It'll be fine, you know. Obviously, it's gonna hit my bank account a little bit because I'm not a big boy YouTuber, and I think that's very, very evident. I don't have like padding on my walls to like help out the sound and stuff, you know. That'll be icing. I don't have like a stereotypical Blue Yeti microphone. My mic is legitimately just through my PS5 controller at the moment, but I make do, I suppose. So that $40 does certainly hit me a little bit, but we'll be fine. Unlike how our offense is doing at this moment right now, we are still, I don't say struggling, but we're not performing up to expectations right now. Nope, 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 nope. Don't like that. Certainly don't like that. Get up the Ice Maverick book. Why are you so slow? Oh, Backman! Yeah, I think I'll probably pre-order the game anyway, and we'll figure things out from there. Oh god, I just now realized this. I'm like, oh goodness. That's that will go out for face-off. I can't exactly say like I'm not gonna play Thunder Bay anymore. Okay, gonna have to figure that out now. It'll probably be like a one-on, one-off thing for each of them, I suppose. I'm 100% gonna forget like the on and off schedule thing, but that'll work itself out. That was, I don't want to say like a weird deke from Best Line, because it wasn't even deke. We have another breakaway. We basically try and do the exact same move, and it does not work again. That's not good. Just get back. It'll be a one-on, one-off thing, I feel. So GKO is bad. I'll explain my thought process more in the third and final period. So I think my thought process is just like one-on, one-off, you know, for each. Because I'm not gonna, I could attempt to do 2, no thank you, right there, that was certainly bad. I could attempt to do 2 videos a day, but I don't, it's doable in my mind, but it's a thing of like, I'm probably going to have to take out like an hour and 20 minutes each day to do these, you know, and like when you do think about it, it's obviously like all people have lives outside of these things, and I do have an actual job that is okay, you know, that takes up like 7+ hours of my day usually. Depending on just the shift I work, I immediately ran Pisani into the dirt right there. Probably is gonna get some payback on Bouchard though, so that's cool. But it's just this thing of I need to focus up on like what I think is gonna be a good idea. Oh, okay, nope. Block that guy off, please. Thank you. Legal interference, that's what we need right now. As I'm gonna get this puck up. That's the line, I'm not even gonna get a shot off. Not even gonna get a shot off. But I do think it certainly is doable. It'll be tough. I won't do it. I could potentially do like a special thing of like, hey, 2 videos a day, right? But it's yeah, that's probably my thought process going through it at the moment, you know. Because I still want to do Thunder Bay. My goal, I suppose, like with how I did Rock Hill, was to legitimately just win like a Stanley Cup here, and like how I won a Natty with Rock Hill. But it'll no tripping. That's fair though. Yeah, the goal's going off. NLV, that might kill us. That might end the game. Depending on if they score though, because our offense has not been clicking so far. We'll see. I do think that's probably how it's going to work out in my mind. I'm going to try my best to win a Stanley Cup here, and then all the series quote-unquote over. I might play it in my free time, you know, but if it's going to be a thing of, I'll figure it out in my own mind, I suppose is what I'm thinking right now, with how things work. I've immediately lost track of a lot of things going on right now, and that's not great. What a freaking save. Nope, Thomas, okay. Just find a man American. That's a great block. I can't even flip that one out. Old Duke, puck it. Puck it in. And where's the puck? Old Duke. Flip that out. It's barely flipped out. Okay. Okay. No. I'm trying to find words, and I just am flailing at the moment trying to do so. It'll probably be like that, I feel. Just like recording one for each, you know. Well, we'll see how long it takes, you know. I don't think it should be like that bad. Whoa, what a save, so good. Stone wall that man. Oh my goodness, what a freaking save. It's a slap shot. Like, you're being screened by your own man, aka me, because I'm stupid, but wow, okay. Okay, we might have a shot if he keeps playing like that. I have immediately screwed us by saying something. Maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. But this'll probably be what happens and what has to happen. Oh, that was blocked in front, otherwise that's a goal for Wah. Just 3-0. I did not get across in time. Not McDavid, please. Please, someone hit McDavid. Oh my god! Yo! Thank God. Okay, just have guys get off the ice at this point. That's the plan. But I've immediately lost. I need a stoppage right now to figure out what I'm gonna say, because I've lost so many plots at the moment, which isn't hot fun. Beckman, if you could maybe grab that puck and shoot it that way, I could figure out what I'm trying to say. That would be appreciated. That certainly would be appreciated. Guys, somebody's gotta like gain control in possession of the puck. Maybe not. Maybe not. That one gets through him. That one gets through Sarah. It's at least a stoppage, I suppose, so I can try and figure out what I was trying to say again. Not gonna happen though. It's just not gonna happen. Certainly not gonna happen. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna end the series here if I want to Stanley Cup this season, which is not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I know it's not going to happen, but I'm just making this assurance right now of if the very low if chance that what the freak was that move, dude? We had no one in the lane. My God. Dryden Hunt. Who in the hell are you, bud? What? We're immediately down 3-0. That's great. Okay. This is a forward, not a defenseman pulling that crap, because I would have been a bit more mad if it was a defenseman, I guess. Yeah, I just want to make that assurance right now that I'm not going to just like immediately be done with this series if I want to stay. Why can we not do anything, guys? Please. I want to kind of make like that assurance at the moment that this series will still go on. No matter if I want to stay like up this year, which will not happen. I'm near enough guaranteeing that right now, but I'm also guaranteeing a different guarantee. If I say guarantee enough times, things will work out. Anyway, that was almost bad. That was a tip in front. Grants, the puck was 2 feet from you. I am trying to switch to a different man, and you don't switch to the guy I want to switch to. Therefore, okay, I can complain all I want, but that's just on me, I feel. Oh my God. Wow. Yeah, that'll be fine, because I do want to focus, like, in terms of, like, what sports season is going on, I want to kind of focus on those, you know, to at least be, like, doing, oh, that was so freaking close. To be doing, like, hockey in the hockey season, and baseball when baseball's on. The problem is that those two do, in fact, overlap, so it's not exactly a thing of like they're both cut and dry, you know, when you really think about it. But if I can at least try and make them a bit more cut and dry, you know, that'll help out, I suppose. Sven, where are you going with that puck, bud? I'd like to know. He was not, though. I know he was, but he was not. Collie was getting up, and it's 4-0, and give us a break, referee, please. With hockey season, like, kind of winding down, baseball season's, like, just barely starting up. Spring training is going on, and that's fun. We're gonna get to see the return of Mike Trout. We're gonna get to see the debut of Roki Sasaki. I don't even want to say, like, the return of Mike Trout, you know, because, like, even with his injured season, I'm not sure if any of you guys know baseball reference. You probably do, but, like, even with him being out for, like, the entirety of last season, he still had a baseball reference war of his Fangraphs war is completely different from baseball reference war, and I know that, but he had a baseball reference war of, I think, like 1.1, I want to say, which we now down. Umed, Lewis, come on. I can't even say like penalties are killing so sometimes it's just dumb crap, you know? He still had a baseball reference war of 1.1 despite missing, I want to say, 100 in like 40 games, I think, which is crazy to think about, you know? No one really does that, but apparently Mike Trout can. He was an all-star the year prior as well when he missed like another 110 games or something, I want to say. Like, the dude, besides like his very first ever season, and I'm not talking about like his quote-unquote rookie season, you know, I'm talking about his first ever season in which he played maybe like 20 games and had less than the qualified amount of at-bats. He's been an all-star every single season besides this most previous one. That's how good Mike Trout is, which is insane to think about. And I don't exactly want to say like, oh, it's the return of Mike Trout, you know, because he's still like very good and everyone knows that, right? But it's, oh goodness, get off your butt. Thank you. Rodrigue, please stop flopping around. For the love of God, stop flopping around. Hold on, I'm holding on. Hold on to that one. Yeah, Roki Sasaki is going to debut in the MLB. Gonna have a lot of new players, new faces, new people on new teams. Bregman's basically everyone's left Houston, I think, which is kind of just weird in my mind, I want to say. Because they had probably like one of the best cores out there, but everyone has left Houston. Bregman's gone over to the Red Sox. Tucker's a Chicago Cub, I think. Altuve and Yordan Alvarez, I believe, are the only like guys that are still like on that team, you know, in terms of like star power factor. Because like even the year previous, Verlander left and went somewhere else, right? And then I think he might have come back. I don't really know. Point is, I'm excited for baseball. I'm not excited for the freaking team talk I'm gonna have to do to these boys. The definite team talk that's 100% gonna happen in my mind. LeBlanc, Raphael, he's a Ninja Turtle, whatever. Goodness. Wow. 5-0. It's not even like the big boys that are, well, I suppose Hyman and McDavid both did get an assist on that one, but in terms of goals, it's not even like the big boys that are really killing us, because it's legitimately just Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, I believe. Like, 100% is a big boy when it's, like, all said and done, compared to, like, every single other player on our team. Like, no one can even, like, hold a candle to him in terms of, like, points scored from our team, but wow, you know, we don't even get, like, killed by any of, like, the main guys, I want to say. Which hurts a little bit, I guess. It's thinking like, oh, there's McDavid, is he gonna... Nope, he's not gonna do it. It's a thing like, wow, you're not even gonna bring out, like, your egg... These guys aren't even gonna bring out their game for us, because they just kind of know, I want to say, that we're not really worthy, I suppose. But this is something I'm gonna have to figure out, I suppose, on my own. And we're gonna come back strong as a team and cliche, and if I say enough cliches, then hopefully things will work. Moral of this episode, oh god, goodness me. On the 14th of, I'm just gonna see who. McDavid actually did have the goal, Hyman had 2 assists. So, I mean, I was kind of lying when I said the big boys weren't really there. Save percentage-wise, yeah, it makes sense. Rodriguez came in at the end there, so got pulled, which is fine. But that's like moral of the story, I suppose. On the 14th, be looking out for a MLB Road to the Show video. If I remember, that is. I freaking hope that I remember. My God. And I'm gonna hopefully finish this series with a Stanley Cup with us atop the mountain. But for right now, we are right back where it started, it seemed. Right at the bottom. Gotta figure out a way to climb back up. As always, one must imagine Sisyphus happy is how the saying goes, but we are Sisyphus, and we are certainly not happy right now, because that rock rolled right down on us again. Well, it didn't necessarily mean to get philosophical or mythological, whatever it was with the last comment, but that's just kind of how I feel at the moment, and we still have a lot of work to do. It's a 5-0 defeat, losing to good teams, beating the not-so-good teams. You know, we're a middle-of-the-pack team. That's kind of what I expected this season, but hopefully things will be looking up next episode, and yeah, as always, if you enjoyed this episode, feel free to like and subscribe, but I can't tell you to do anything you don't want to do. That's how long it's been since I've done one of these. Whatever. Yeah, I shall see you guys when I see you guys. Peace.